Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talking, political discussion. You for know about Salon politics, religious messages, entertainment, self no go left bien. We no go left nothing bien no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
Developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
Developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon. This not the team them where we dey talk about
Sierra Leone political history.
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
And we let myself and better Salon.
Indeed, let we lack ourselves and better alone. Assalamu alaikum, beautiful Friday morning like this. Sheikh from Saudi Arabia saying Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Kaifa Alhamdulillah. Good morning. Beautiful Friday, the final day inside the month of October 2025, and the final edition for this week. With this, I want to say welcome to Unity Broadcasting Online Television, Unity Morning Show. Now the program we also reach you live from the studios now 48 here Castewe Streets, and through the social media handles the way to watch we from, and as usual from Monday to Friday. We na usual presenters them. Your name na Yusuf Moseyesuma. Today na Sheikh Yusuf Moseyesuma. Good morning.
And me na Elizabeth Kefwe-Gembe. Inside today's show from Muden, we don't see plenty things on they happen. Na Sierra Leone, and most especially the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, we don't see plenty things that we don't do. We see they go out of the country, they come, and even within the country. So for the past years, since Unity Broadcasting, we don't come into being, we decide for make we focus today's edition on the activities we do. We further ask the question to Sierra Leoneans, and we put this question today. So the Master Sabi person we na in the top for the First Lady, we na Usu Dadida Jallow. We go ask on whether the activities of the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, the office of the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, whether na personal gain or na something where they gain the country, na something of country interest. Una stay tuned. My name na Elizabeth Kefwe-Gembe, and
Me na Yusuf Moseyesuma, and member say you can be part of the program through a SAP line or with text message with an SMS on 076-946-948, 076-946-948, and say so with Facebook page, YouTube, and Instagram, any other side we do watch we from. The program na Unity Morning Show. What is happening, G?
well, Suma, nothing absolutely bad, but again, it's a little bit troubling. They call on the political parties, all political parties. They also call on PPRC, and they call on stakeholders, and also they call on CSOs. We then King Vuvuzela, we know them say now then they checkmate government and checkmate political parties and they checkmate individuals on the rise. It don't they really hide that it's not good for national cohesion, it's not good for the tripartite, it's not good for Sierra Leone because the blows they don't come so early. So if the blows don't begin come or the mouth blows they don't begin come, in 2025 we're not even electionary year now like governance. if we get into 2027, waiting go happen. You go defrate for Kana na studio, or you go even defrate for what kind of things?
Well,
that's the question.
For me, I just believe say nothing will go happen by God you power. We all see the tensions will be happen as well. When anything in a transitional period, transitional in the sense as people they say, some people say we one political party they are over to another political party. You always see them to shake there, so they happen. But once we don't, they make sometimes at the vex. Now the fact say people are now worshiping their political parties as if nothing they give them for think pots. It's hardly you go to a base, ghettos, hear people and talk about politics. When I was in Conakry, hardly hear people and talk about politics. Now they see Mamadi Doumbouya, they pass with soldiers them, they pass with Hamokas with soldiers them, they pass with Hamokas, fearful ammunitions them. In fact, they no hide, they no armory, they no hide themselves publicly. But those Guineans did not actually, even they no one know because they know they are doing their own business. It hardly as it's on a Guinean at base, people they talk about politics. All they know is tomorrow we'll go for kind of I mean, sometimes it pains me, this is all they make people they think they take political party, especially this Alassane and Hussein, SLPP and APC stuff. People don't take Alexei, I don't understand. So man for the day, if you wait. Now, all of these political parties, I read someone say, now I'm mama born, I meet at this party, my papa I meet at this party, I go dine at this party. Then somebody also tell me, say, when dine at the party in color for better out. He who still get red kasanki or green kasanki for better.
All right,
that's funny. Eh?
It's kind of troubling and alarming. So we also call on please political parties, let them hot then officials then, and let them be sure of waiting. Then they say also when them go out. Somebody in the comment we say we host two giants then, Mike Berewa and Mikhailo. They never went hot on the studio or in the studio. Now tell and say, well, we are unity. We're here to preach peace. And even before we went on air, we made it clear that it's going to be a civil. Let it be civil. You can bring your points in a civil and allow you company also for making talk. And we did that. So anyway, it is what it is, but we pray, say, we go see a change. Let this be so that Sierra Leone will be a sweet land where me and you two go enjoy. Please, brothers and sisters.
One thing they give people need for know, you the watch we and it's all the watch we from. All say driver get trained past the apprentices. So not they allow apprentices to come make like saying and be the driver in our studios. No. We are the drivers. When we host you, now we tell you what you do. It's not about you telling us what we're supposed to do. We already know what they do. So, you can't tell, we say, no, I want for talk, please, do not allow me first. No. That is why we have fair play. When you come with a give you on time, and if you don't give you on time, allow you come back for talk. So I also they call on the attention of your colleague journalists that we can host political parties, especially rivalries. People that we come up from different political parties. You have to be careful. The kind of way to host then people and they always tell them, always try to be the master of the program. Don't allow them to bully each other. Don't allow them to say something that will put your institution at risk. Or IMC will pick them up, NATCA will pick them up, then CG license, then CG frequency, they operate again. Then those political parties cannot move on. They forget about you. So that's why for us at Unity, we know they encourage that one day. When the car as a political party will tell you before we go on here, this is a civil conversation. This is not something about do or die, So, like I say, that makes us different. And apart from that, we know they focus on politics, no more talk about politics. See today was how they end the month, the office of the First Lady. Because one for know what they happen there, and one for know what they happen if now of even personal gain, the First Lady gain, on of national interest. So that is why we're there. So we need the people. Let's say by November, you go and call the enter the Chief Minister office. We get the right to ask for questions. Because the right to access information 2013 give it a mandate for seek for information. So we are doing it. Okay?
All right, guys, wanna stay tuned. This is Unity Morning Show, and we'll be right back with a few commercials.
As government and stakeholders them, they continue to implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program, PSSNYE, where World Bank be don't give for social action, NAXA, they use parts of this amount for transfer money to us and family them, we pull per smart. Now, area them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel we pull the money. Same way so, NAXA, they use parts of this money for give money to salon people, for start their own business, train and mentor people them, and connect them for agricultural program them, we where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them to provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this they be, you spend this money for about over 6,000 youth them for clean the city and do other public work them na free tongue.
The National Youth Commission NACOM will use some of this money for support new and all youth group them for open their own business them na free tongue. Instead they go able to get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Potloko and free tongue.
For complaints, comments and inquiries,
yes, we go able to get in different design and different color.
This na Fatmata Fashion House, 104 Main Regents, Road, Lumley. Una all welcome. As you can see, we get British standards clothes and aya. We get woman for official dressings, dinner party and all stuff. We get woman nice and vac them with different colors. We get ourselves for the school picking them, both the boys and girls, strong quality, British standard. We also get for you when you know say you love salon. We independent day they can't just know. Or you can wear her anywhere you want to go. Green, white and blue. We get her in different colors. And for the footballer themselves, we get you covered. You yourself there can collect you for a very reasonable price. Within our 104 Main Regents go Lumley. As for the telephone number 078 560 118. Fatmata Fashion House.
All right, welcome back. Sierra Leoneans, this morning we get inside the studio the spokesperson for the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Like we tell Una, we did talk about the office of the First Lady for 7 years now. It been on the champion activities in Sierra Leone. It been on the do things then at the world. We don't see how they travel in and out of the country. As Sierra Leoneans and as a media house, we decide for focus on the activities where we don't do. We ask the question, whether some of these activities are benefiting the country or it's just one-sided. So we get na the studio, Wusu Dadida Jallo, we are the spokesperson for the office of the First Lady. Good morning and welcome, Wusu.
Good morning, my sister.
We're happy for getting out the studio after a very long time, a close friend of mine. And we're here for discuss around the activities of the First Lady. Of course, like my colleague say, we want to look at all of those activities, whether they are of self-gains or national interest. So, for opening the conversation this morning, also, what brought about the office of the First Lady? What thing exactly bring them?
Thank you very much. Let me first of all commend you. It's my first time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For come back to your question, first of all, the office of the First Lady, they play a complementary role to the office of the President. I'm glad we see when they say the First Lady, like the wife of the President. And in this case, Nasaro, the wife of the President in an office, the office of the First Lady. We always the staff of this government. For the last 7 years, since 2018 to date, we'll see how the office of the First Lady will lead massive transformation. Waiting we use for great Nasaro. This is not the first time we get a First Lady. President First Lady. So with all due respect to former First Ladies, it's not the first time we get a First Lady. We really know the wife definition of the First Lady. First time we say First Lady, all the definition we know was the breath of the President. We give for cook, no cook for trade out of the cassava. When we get foreigners in the camp, we give for decorate the state's lodge. And for accompanying the President, the programs of the President give fit for the company. But since 2018, with His Excellency the President, we did a lot of the Smart elections. And when we have Dr. Fatima Maladi, the First Lady.
All right. So, also, sorry, only the quick one for go for quick break. We will come back.
Orange Maxit app, they give you more sweet special features wey designed for make you life simple. No miss events. Buy tickets for concerts, sports match, or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them, and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features, yeah, and more they waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience.
Orange.
Alright, want to welcome you back. The program, the Unity Morning Show, it can't be live from Unity Broadcasting Online Television. Well, like we say, Usudari that they were in the studio this morning for discuss around the activities of the First Lady. And it just start to explain to you about the office of the First Lady, that's like a complementing office to the President. And he also did try to tell you about the activities of the First Lady since 2018. Yes, Usuki, continue.
Yes, so like I say, from 2018, after general elections, where President Bio win elections, we don't see how we don't support women them, and how you don't allow him for lead that transformation day, and how you don't support him for bring about the real changes we need for, happiness alone for women and girl picking them. So from 2018, where Her Excellency Dr. Fatima Madabiu become First Lady in Salone, we see how in leading first campaign, we're in at the hands of our girls campaign, where His Excellency and the First Lady, together with the government of Salone, be launched in 2018. The hands of our girls simply means say, let man them take off the hands from girl picking them. Remember, say prior to 2018, one of the serious problems they will get in Salone are the fact that when you wake up in the morning, in the afternoon, every day, every time of the day, you tune a radio station, a TV. The first of all, the breaking news with the in a way they say 160 years old man, 150 years old man, as the case may be, don't rape one teenage Pekin. Or this community, they don't go give one small Pekin and marridos. Or domestic violence. Plenty of them bad things they will happen. Girl Pekin, they go to school, they don't return home again. Pekin, they only girl Pekin, they only get the platform for continue for go school. Menstrual hygiene was a problem in schools. So the First Lady came and said, no, law put a fix to this. So in 2018, he launched the Hands of Our Girls, where up to this moment, don't become one of the leading campaigns, not just in Salone, but in the sub-region of Africa. Now, other countries in Africa, they emulate the Hands of Our Girls. We don't see day in and out, year in and out with the First Lady in this country. They move now all government and government-assisted school, not just in Freetown, but across this country, for support girl picking with sanitary pads, because in the beginning that was a problem. Girl picking at the school, when they reach that stage for begin see the menstrual cycle, when a natural phenomenon, if they find out say the stigmatization at school, they become a problem. And them picking and they self not able to afford, them parents not able to afford the requisite materials them, where they will use for absorb them and continue keep them at school. So where the Hands of Our Girls camp, firstly they begin support girl picking with sanitary pads, homes with sanitary pads. You see how the retention of girl picking then becomes so massive in our school 7 years to this time. And this year, always stop for give sanitary pads. We see how you don't bring the boy picking themselves on board and the girl picking them, providing for them a pair of school shoes. That's not a massive development. They don't see girl picking them. They're in a school, the boys are their allies, they are supporting their growth. And also we don't see how the Hands of Our Girls don't give real transformational development in this country. If girls are in school today, teenage pregnancy don't drop, early marriage don't drop, it is because of the Hands of Our Girls. Now, the First Lady is known for many great things. Like I say, what you use for get as a First Lady, since independence, and since President Bio came in 2018, now a different phenomenon. We now get a First Lady, we not only represent women in our country, we not only the advocate for real transformation in country. We get a First Lady now who the lead advocacy for sanitization things them. We get a First Lady now with the lead campaigns for the protection of girls and women international stages. We get a First Lady where not only Dana alone, but also they help the United Nations. When United Nations they want to make policies where they impact the world on woman and girl picking transformation. Now First Lady they call for lead them committee then they. We get a first lady where the world way United Nations AIDS, one forgets a champion on HIV and AIDS for advocates for them thing and they. Now first lady they call. We get a first lady, we're not just the first lady of Salone, but are the president of the Organization of African First Ladies for Development. So all of this put together, don't we see, over the last 7 years, we have been able, President Biodun succeed in a promise to this country, say, he go ensure say women then take the leadership role. Women then come up from the position of the kitchen to now becoming real partners in development.
Right.
So for the last 7 years, that is what we've seen through INWEF and the transformation way he don't midwife to every woman in this country.
All right, before Lizzie they come inside, with all of these activities, few of these activities we don't name before they come to the international tours, we First Lady they do. I want to ask this question. Outside First Lady's office, they get all the support, especially financial support for take up their activities there.
The office of the First Lady, they get support from the government of Sierra Leone. They get support from the government of Sierra Leone. The office of the First Lady itself, they get support from many partners. One key partner where they support the First Lady financially, na the Fatima Madabiu Foundation. This foundation don't they support the activities of the First Lady extremely, and also like I say, government is supporting. You get other partners and self where they support the First Lady. You get INGOs na Salone where they support the First Lady. You get countries themselves where they support the First Lady. All of this possible because the First Lady really they use their development there also for transform Salone, not for personal gains.
So is the office of the First Lady a constitution or something where, because you say they receive support, I know it's financial support from the government, that's from the consolidated fund. You have to confirm that one day.
The office of the First Lady is na an office where them put na this country, not to out of the laws of this country. Which says if there is an office of the First Lady, it tells you that it is legal, it is
constitutional,
it is legal by the framework.
Okay.
You know, we get an office of short nature where they do all entire, so we don't be in existence since independence if it is not legal. So the first office of the First Lady is there. It is the office of the First Lady is under the office of the President, in the part of the office of the President.
All right. So you don't state all the activities of the First Lady, international, global. We see it don't win 5 global awards. Tell me a little bit about the awards there.
So thank you very much. In this year, 2025, we're at the 80th United Nations General Assembly in New York, in America. The UN General Assembly is a platform where every nation of the world they come together and talk about issues, policies where they transform nations for bring about real development. Talk about countries that where they go through conflict for see how peace they reign. Talk about how the countries of this world they come together for put policies where they affect or where they impact the lives of the citizens of this world. Picking them, girl picking them, woman them, man them, everywhere in the world. And a platform where they can use for commend government or people where they do extremely well for ensure say them able to achieve the sustainable development goals. So this year we're at the 80th United Nations General Assembly. The First Lady of Salone was part of government delegation as always since her husband became president. We see how this year was an amazing one. But before this year, we see how the First Lady in 2021 began at the United Nations and advocates and ask for the United Nations pass a resolution for let the world come together at a given day every year where they go commemorate rape victims. Mark you, we will talk about rape victims everywhere in the world. You go now even na Israel, you go even at the United States, every country in the world, they go through them kind of heinous crimes there. So the First Lady say, okay, let us not only limit unto Salone, let us see how we as Salone they lead that change. We are everywhere in the world. We will get a day, we will commemorate rape victims, we give them voice, because they not get voice. How they go speak up and let the world know say they are survivors, but they can do better. So we see how that happened in 2021, where the United Nations passed that resolution November 18 every year. Like who they can get so this coming November 18 every year for let the world come together and commemorate that day. So in this 2025, the First Lady go as part of government delegation, as part of a husband in delegation. And because of the Boku thing that we first Fatima Madabiu don't do for transform the lives of girl picking them and woman them, and also equally the things that we did in Salone. As a caring mother of Salone, we see how the United Nations, during the United Nations General Assembly, they'll be able to award them 5 prestigious awards, 5 international prestigious awards. We talk about humanitarian award, we talk about in work for girl picking them and boy picking them. We talk about every other thing with the First Lady do. So this is happening for the first time in the history of Salone. For now, get a First Lady, where they go on that kind platform there, where they give them kind international accolades there. So in this year's General Assembly, tell Winner Salone say yes, the world is watching. The world is really, really appreciative of what Dr. Fatima Madabiu they do, and the world really, really wants them for making do more and more. So then get the award there. So it is good for we a country as a country, because we country don't see transformation and the definition of what we get in the international stage over the last years since President Bill came in 2018, that has been redefined. Now you go to United Nations General Assembly, we talk about Salone, then we say yes, there is a woman, Fatima Madabiu, we don't get so much respect for, we don't break the glass ceiling. So it is good for we as a country, we don't get all the award there. So the award there so simply means say, all waiting I don't mention so, all waiting Fatima Madabiu they do na Salone. The world is watching and the world is appreciative of what they do. And mark you, because of the award there so, other countries are now, other First Ladies are now, they come together for let Fatima Madabiu be the lead for bringing kind ideas there so, and then transformation with the happiness Salone so to their own nations there as well. So we are proud of her. We're really happy that for the first time in the history of Salone, we get a First Lady. We not only get domestic awards or national awards, but for any time she's out of this country on international platform, the world will recognize them and they bring laurels and honor back home.
All right, now coming to the president of all African First Lady, that position, now position we then contest or not just accolade them again because of in humanitarian work?
That position was fought for. It was democratic. It was an election. We will say offlad, all the First Ladies in Africa. You get First Lady from South Africa, the First Lady of Ghana, every First Lady in Africa, this big country. Imagine this position was contested, highly contested. You get the First Lady of Nigeria will be contest, the First Lady of Ghana, the First Lady of all these African countries, South Africa, you name them. And we're not just a country of less than 8 million population. We economy not big rich Nigeria. We not get population rich Nigeria. Nigeria are now we big brother nation. Now the country where we refer to as we big brother. Talk about Ghana and many other African countries. But when the women, the wives of these sitting presidents meet now offlad, then decide for get an election. Not to the first time, but they decide for get an election, which can happen after a given period of time. And then say all the one they were interested for, let them declare the intention. We on First Lady declare intention for lead offlad, for lead First Ladies. And when they go for the election day, we see how we on First Lady win victoriously. And it was very, very great for the First Lady go win the First Lady of Nigeria, First Lady of Ghana, and First Lady of all these other big countries. Not by one vote, but by a great margin. Until you say we First Lady really don't learn the politics of Salone, and now also don't succumb to the politics of the international stage. So it was not a process where then Giano say, okay, well, they appoint you, can't be First Lady. Because even if not that, therefore don't do, she was still going to be the president of offlad. Because in really, if you check the internet today, you check statistics today, over the last 7 years, in all sitting African First Ladies we don't in Africa, Fatima Madabiu don't do better and don't work more than all First Ladies in Africa. So it was going to be, if it were a position where they appoint, she was going to have that position. But now they say no, let not appoint, let be democratic, let vote, let all sitting president, wife of all sitting president then vote. And when they vote, you see how First Ladies then vote for First Lady.
So it win by how many margin?
By a great margin. I'm not going to remember the votes again, but I will give before the end of the program. But she won victoriously, and we were proud. Now, imagine when we go for the election day, this is what I can tell the people of Salone. When we go for the election day, Salone will go small, we no boku self. You see countries like Nigeria, they took 2 private flights for the elections. They took a lot of delegations. Ghana, South Africa, they took a lot of delegation. We were common as alone for that election from the office of the first lady. We are not even 5, not even 10.
Was she scared?
In that kind of moment, we come from a country where, you know, people are not boku, you know, I mean, you go be scared. But she was very, very optimistic, and all first ladies were there for her. So no, we're not going to let you for vote for other person because we are proud of what you have been doing. And because you put ANPA everything in the health sector of your country, in the education of your country, the every other side, they say no, we cannot have the opportunity to miss this one. This is you. We want you to lead us. We want you to lead that transformation. We want to bring in on the table of Oflad, what you don't do nas alone, Kautana, let we say get for her. So that was how she was voted for by all these first ladies. She became president, and the first lady of Nigeria, Nainka second, we beat them by the election.
All right.
So that got me thinking whether these first ladies in Africa just take and say, because if I can ask now the question, if first lady we campaign to them, the answer will go give. I don't know whether it's yes.
Well, that was an election. Everybody gets the opportunity for campaign. Even before the election in the hall, everybody was campaigning.
So first lady campaign.
We first lady was sitting in the hall in the dinner at the high table. She was sitting in her corner, and then they watched the place. When you watch the hall, everybody 60% were Nigerians. You understand? You just see the massive crowd we come from Nigeria. You look at other countries. They look at we come the chief of staff who did very well in that process, the technical advisor who did extremely well, and all the delegation will be there.
Somebody go say now because the first lady perhaps the youngest among them. So
no. It was not about being the youngest. It was not about being the youngest. It is about how much more you don't use your space and your time as first lady. How you don't support development in your country. Mark you, the Hands of Our Girls are one of the leading campaigns, not just in Salone. You go to countries like Nigeria today, they emulate the distribution of sanitary pads. Now, because Fatima Madabiu started it, and you see the transformation and the change we bring to girl picking. Today, if you go to the Ministry of Education and give the statistics of girls in school, it is because of the Hands of Our Girls campaign.
All right. Also, let we quickly take this other one. You don't say the office of the First Lady basically now under the president in the, and we don't see don't they win all their accolades then, and they do developmental strides then inside the country. Who side all this money they come out again?
Let us say, first of all, the First Lady is blessed to have a supportive husband. President Bio is an example to every man. Should be an example, and is an example to every man, not only for the older folks, but for we the young people and who they come up. We have a lot to pick from him. How he support a woman, how he respect a woman, how he give a woman on a rival platform. This is rare in Africa. For they get a president with a support a woman who is not afraid of women's position. We not become timid of the growth of women. If Fatima Madabiu is all of these things today, president of Oflad, they become part of envoys of the United Nations, they lead transformation, it's part of zero waste management in the world, and they get all the awards there. So now because he gets a man with 2 awards prior to 2018 before he become president, and say he go make this country where a woman then go fully participate in the development of this country. No more in the kitchen. So if Fatima Madabiu gets all these accolades and all this support, it is because President Bio has made the foundation. So for me, I say the commendation goes to the president who believes in his wife, and not only his wife, the women of this country. You see how women in our governance today, how they appoint women in government position, in Ghana parliament, you see the massive flow of women in our parliament. That tells you that President Bio is really into real business. Now, like I said earlier, the First Lady office, they get support from many organizations, many people. When we First Lady, they do the Hands of Our Girls, when we get November 18, you see how organizations, they come together. Because they speak the same thing, support.
Internal or external?
Internally and externally as well. We get support from both ends. Like I say, one of the biggest supports with the First Lady they get from the organizations the way they support her, now the Fatima and Madabiu Foundation.
That's for
this
national.
Foundation,
is it for national?
Yes, this foundation don't support the Hands of Our Girls campaign, And you see how the First Lady self always can get support from Africell. Africell self can support. When the First Lady do the Hands of Our Girls, you see Africell, Lady Didi, Lady Support, and many other organizations. So she has not been doing this on her own. She has been doing this with support from organizations where they complement the effort of the First Lady.
Now, let me look at this other one. Besides the Hands of Our Girls inside the country, waiting are the other things that with the First Lady or the Office of the First Lady don't embark on?
I'm glad it's today this morning for tell people again, over and over again, say, the First Lady is known for many great things. It's not just the Hands of Our Girls. The Hands of Our Girls is one among the many, many things that the First Lady they do. Now, if we left the studio, you go now 34 military barracks, now Wilberforce, you see a massive hospital structure, 600 bed hospital, the largest in Salon. An officer will get any hospital in Salon, we get the number of beds than the 600 bed hospital, an ultra modern hospital. When completed, that hospital will compete not only in Sierra Leone, in the United States, in other countries. When you talk about real infrastructural development at the health sector, that hospital gets a center of excellence where they deal with rape cases, rape survivors, and many other things. That hospital, the construction of that hospital is led and pioneered by the First Lady. Massively. For the first time in Salon. For you get a First Lady, we don't say, okay, well, me go talk no more for let una vote for me, man. Let una vote for SLPP. But this is the woman we don't move, we not only limit himself to that, but say no. When me man talk saying go make healthcare accessible to every person in this country, despite Ofusa Ide, and say, okay, well, now let me take this bold step. Let we go now 34 military barracks. That hospital was dilapidated. If we want forget, because that hospital is known for many things, many good things. Who they get epidemic in this country, and that hospital 34 military barracks, so they do extremely well in terms of laboratories and many other things. But the facility in the hospital is not as commensurate as how people are wanting for be. And consider the fact that a military barracks, then self need to get a befitting medical service. So the first thing is, okay, well, my husband is a military man. Let us start with the military. Let's go now 34 military barracks and work with the military. Today, you go now 34 military barracks. There is a massive structure, not to one, not to two, not to three, over about 600 bed hospitals. We're almost there in completion. We come there, we see how the First Lady in traveling at the world don't the benefits alone. One of the First Ladies and we they admire with First Lady so much, we take them as in sister. Now the First Lady of Turkey, Emily Erdogan. When the First Lady was appointed by the United Nations for the part of the committee where they talk about zero waste management in the world, the First Lady of Turkey now in the lead that delegate, now in the lead that and that committee there, and we on First Lady is part of that. So it's not just about her going to Turkey and other countries for support the United Nations, but how for see her in the collaborate with these friends we don't make for bring development as alone. As I talk to you, so the plans almost achieved for the First Lady of Turkey support the people of Sierra Leone through Dr. Fatima Madabiyo for construct an ultra modern hospital. This time not to Freetown no more. They can go to the city of Bo. It's massive, it's huge. By we First Lady, not to government the Bila. It is because of our partnership, how they use the relationship around the world for bring development as alone. And not only healthcare, we see how the First Lady they support education. She's building schools, supporting the construction of schools, paying fees for kids in school, supporting them with school shoes, school equipment, and not only for primary and secondary education. We see how the First Lady support women themselves at the tertiary level. You go na Farabi College, you go na IPAM, you go na every university in this country, every college in this country. Not to inside Freetown no more. The First Lady is paying fees for girls, for women who want to acquire education. Survivors that we be don't left school. We don't sit to us about then carry food and give you belly. We don't go. We want to come back. Now then people need the First Lady advocate now the United Nations for follow up November 18. So every year you see the number the increase of women the way the First Lady they pay school fees for. And come up from the education sector. You go to every market in this country. The First Lady supporting women. If we get a flow of women today in the business sector, now because the First Lady bring them together, supporting them with matching with funds, give them startup capitals for going to businesses, for support their homes. in different business agenda we then get. So like I said, the First Lady is known for many great things. You come up from governance, the support we in the give to government and the people of Sierra Leone. He also said no. If my husband is president today, now because the SLPP get on the platform, which we all know. If President Bio is president today, now because SLPP get on the platform, and SLPP overwhelmingly and people voted for him. He said, no, let me give back to the party. Today, the First Lady don't become one of the real, one of the people that we don't lead massive infrastructure development for the SLPP party. You go to Kono, she's constructing an ultra modern party office, the biggest party office, not just in Salone no more, not to say one of the best, not just in Salone. That party office in Kono, they compete with other political party offices in the sub-region. She's doing that for the party. You go now other places, you see how they support the party with the construction of party offices. You see how they support party women there with medical opportunities. You see how they support party women there for do the yearly Hajj and plenty other things then. So the First Lady is known for many, many great things.
All right. Let me come to two of the activities of the First Lady. The hospital now Wilberforce. We are going to know the project itself. Is it a self-sponsored project from the First Lady herself, or now from the government? We pass on through the First Lady office.
No, the hospital now Wilberforce is not a government-sponsored or government-funded hospital.
That is not also
the
from
First
the First
Lady is leading in the pioneer the construction of that hospital there. And she has been supported by friends, yes, from the health sector, from international platforms and other places in the world. She has been supported by goodwill, people that we get good in, we they support the health sector. So, like I say, the First Lady, they do all of these things here, so not to for make in get the benefit, the gain, not to for make in get the glory. Now for let in using time as First Lady, for left a legacy. See, when I was a First Lady in a salon, I didn't tear so I don't do, and I didn't tear so I do.
So apart from the international tours then we don't do, one of those benefits now the hospital there for Cambil Nabo, which is laudable, and one for commendam for that particular work day. So apart from the activities then the international tour then they, which other national issues then we don't they happen? We office of the First Lady thought are necessary say, and if for step up and I mean give me your support or step in for let this problem solve, for let this issue not come they come to pass.
One of the problems that we the First Lady don't step up for now this issue of rape. When I remember when President Bio became president in 2018,
a little bit louder, please.
When President Bio came in 2018, rape was very, very loud. It was too much. You get for take the president for declare a state of emergency on rape. So you see how the office of the First Lady step up, how they advocate with the president today. That issue there is having a permanent fix gradually. Where water business became a problem in this country, you see how the First Lady step up and advocate for sanitation in this country. We Mandem, one of the issues that we don't they affect the health of men, now prostate cancer. We see how the First Lady lead campaign, how they march in this country with the health sector and partners from other organizations for raise awareness on prostate cancer. Now, when drugs became a national concern in this country, we see how the First Lady they get town hall meetings with schoolgirls and boys, because these are also part of the people that way they participate in these harmful activities. How they raise awareness to them, say no, it is not for you. What is for you is to go to school, get educated, support your family, and in turn build your nation. We see how the First Lady don't put on but all of them in they don't they lead all of them campaigns then they. So it is not just on the international stage, but nationally she's known as the caring mother of Salone. We see how the First Lady don't they advocate for Sierra Leone, for get a fair share in the dispense of resources, with our natural resources, not just for Salone. On the international stage, and the advocates say it is not bad that you have natural resources, but what is bad is where you people don't benefit much from that day. So other countries are now, she's leading advocacy for CC. within you get in a country when a God given natural resources, let them benefit you people in the country. So she has been leading all of these campaigns.
Okay. So,
all right. You don't talk, say, the office of the First Lady, they build 34 hospital, they build a party office now.
No, not only office, they build a party office. Now the First Lady, they build a party office in Kono. Yes, she's building a party office.
They build
not only in Kono, but she's supporting the construction. She has been leading funds. She has been raising funds for the party.
Okay,
in
so
all
now
construction
the
of party
question here is also, when the Sierra Leonean, where they listen to you now, go see the handing over of this hospital, and also some SLPP supporters also where they listen to you from Kono on inside, go also want for know when the office or the First Lady they hand over 34 hospital or they hand over the Kono party office to them.
Very soon. These projects don't take a little time because the First Lady believes we no need for do anything when are temporal. Not to for can build hospital, take the glory, just go build nothing, no commodity, and maybe after 1 or 2 years everything ever go down back. This is all to a modern hospital. It's almost in completion, and the First Lady really wants the health sector become accessible to every Sierra Leonean, devoid of your political orientation, your religion, your financial status. Let every Sierra Leonean get access to quality healthcare, like how other countries they get access to quality healthcare. So the hospital now 34 is almost in completion. So I mean it's very soon from now we'll see how the First Lady, the commission, or how First Lady go, how the government, First Lady and the President and Sierra Leoneans then go open the hospital very soon. And the party office now 34 is not constructed by the office of the First Lady. It's been constructed by the First Lady herself as a member of the SLPP.
That is the one for Kono?
Kono, yes.
The party office.
As a member of the SLPP.
Okay.
And not only in Kono, but she has been supporting the construction of all party offices across this country. We ever do with SLPP.
All right. In as much as the office of the First Lady, they serve as mama for everybody in the country, what has been the relationship of the office of the First Lady with other political parties or former First Ladies?
Like I say, the First Lady is a very humble personality. She's very respectful. She's very humble. I give you an example to the former First Lady, I.J. Kaba, where day in and out, they see the First Lady, the current First Lady as in Peking. And for everywhere they are together, the First Lady, they honor the former First Lady IJ Kaba as a mama because he gets a lot for land from him. And IJ has been that woman who don't open the space for teach and for impact in experience to the First Lady. And with other political parties, the First Lady has friends with all political parties. One of the things that we see a flood of support from other political parties in 2023. Now because the First Lady was really a mother, was really the woman where they bring things on the table. Like when you marry to a man, your role, especially a political man, when a president, you as a woman, now you not the massage field. Now you bring together everybody. Oh, my husband, this person, don't forget him. Hey, come, no, come. So she has a very good relationship with people of other political parties. You go to the APC when at the main opposition, she has friends. One of them friends and then Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden. We in fact not just friends, they are sisters. Not on political basis. Sylvia is APC, the First Lady is SLPP. Not just Sylvia, you go to members of parliament, the Honorable Catherine Zainab Tarawali, winner, one of the honorable members of parliament from Bombali, from the APC. These are friends, they are sisters. And a lot of other people from within the APC and other political parties, they are friends, they are sisters. So it gets a humble personality. We don't allow them for build friends from all political divide.
All right, that's a very good one as well. Before we come to other activities where we can discuss about, the office of the First Lady, like you said, a complementing office. And I'm sure you guys have been employed by the office of the First Lady or through the government. So who is paying workers working in the office of the First Lady?
Like I say, the office of the First Lady is part of the office of the President.
So the President himself,
so it's
the President
just
himself
like we
single-handedly paying you guys?
Yes, it's just like the office of the First Lady is part of the office of the President. And the office of the First Lady na the Kumbra office na salon. You get? And na the office way na the people's office. Like I say, na the office way they strive for being the president of the government to the people to the government and the president. For example, where you did another office there, na a people-centered office. If you want to see First Lady, you don't need, na the only person you don't need for book appointment with. You go to the office, if you're at the gates, you go, if she's there and the time is there, you go see her. If you have a concern, you know, we'll talk about them. And those concerns are being brought to the president.
No make sure we go flop later though.
No, that's how things have been.
I can remember when I was staying in when I be the Godrich, I can remember anytime I passed that office,
the city gate flop.
Yeah.
That's a people-centered office.
All right, now let's come to the activities of the First Lady. We know say First Lady they using platform for sellouts, things the way in on leg, things the way in law, and things the way they hurt the nation. We don't see the prevalence of this kush. Kush down the key with brothers and sisters. Now, the First Lady waiting in your strong message about this kush.
Now the First Lady get the picking in this country. Now in the mama for the all, for everybody, for all. And including the one themselves where they participate in this, in their them activities there, winner drugs, taking of kush and all. The First Lady is very, very concerned, very, very concerned, because this not to the state who wants to see the young people at all.
But we haven't seen her with a very strong state.
She has been.
When last?
Everywhere the First Lady go, she talks about this. In every side we old mic for talk, they talk about this problem because this is a national problem.
Okay.
If you ask me on my own personal opinion about this kush, I would say I wish His Excellency the President will hand over the fight against kush to the First Lady. If we do that, if he does that in a month or 2 or 3, we will see a real drop in what we will call drugs in this country. Because the First Lady not work for government. The First Lady work for the people. And she stops at nothing when she knows the problem, name the problem.
So why you won't let them put on at the hands of First Lady when we have the national
No,
problem?
I'm just saying, if you ask me on my own opinion,
all right,
I go say, I wish the president go hand over the fight against kush to the First Lady. Why? Because we see how the First Lady lead campaign on rape, hands of our girls, teenage pregnancy, early marriage. We see sign it also. We see today now na crime. Following married picky way below 18 na crime. That means she has a track record of winning fights, you know, and the fight against kush is not an exception. Yep. So she's very, very concerned. Any side we will sit on the talk. This is not one of the things that they worry and so much, because you look the rate at which they affect the young people, the rate at which they destroy the lives of young people is too much. It's a concern. So she's very, very concerned. So for every side in go, and they talk to people. We in the office every day. She gives us that clarion call, because now young people in the eve. We are young people. We not for be the example to many people. Talk to your friends. Keep them abreast. Let them know it is not a good practice. Every morning when the First Lady talk to we, that is the first briefing they give we. Drugs, we have to fight it. And let we ensure say we talk to with friends, we talk to with relatives, because it is you leading on behalf of your family. And for everywhere she goes, anytime they address people, she talks about this. So she's very, very concerned.
All right, Sierra Leoneans, we get inside the studio. Wusu Dadida Jallo, we the spokesperson for the office of the First Lady. Now we go take a quick commercial break, and we'll come. We'll get a second segment of We Question. On a stay tuned.
As government and stakeholder them, they continue for implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program, PSSNYE, where World Bank be don't give Salon government $42 million for. National Commission for Social Action, NACSA, they use part of this amount for transfer money to us and family them. We pop a smack. Now, air them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel we put the money. Same way so, NACSA, they use part of this money for give money to Salon people for start their own business, train and mentor people them, and connect them for agricultural program them where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them, or provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this dey be, Freetown City Council go use spend this money for about over 6,000 youth them for clean the city and do other public work them na Freetown.
The National Youth Commission NACOM go use some of this money for support new and all youth group them for open their own business them na Freetown. Inside they go able get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Potloko and Freetown.
For complaints, comments and inquiries, call Anti-Corruption Commission or 077-985-985 or 077-986-986 or toll-free line on Africell, QCell and Orange 8515. This message will come out from the Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, with support from the World Bank, UNICEF and the government of Sierra Leone.
Welcome back to the program Unity Morning Show. They come to you live from Unity Broadcasting Online Television. As always, we get with we at the studios. Also, Dadida Jallo, the spokesperson from the Office of the First Lady, they will for discuss around activities of the First Lady. And we don't get a whole lot of messages from the Facebook page and other social media handles them. We will come for discuss around them messages and day. So, Dadida, we all see when the Kema GG, the hands of our girls began, when they first launch them, we see national tours of the first Office of the First Lady for champion hands of a girl. We trigger President Bio and the government to allow Pekin to get belly for go back to school and say no, they need for go back to school. But it being term of recent, so they say like the Office of the First Lady, they divert that one day. I mean, now they put kind of focus to that one day more. Now they focus on how for support in political party. What do you make up of that?
Well, I not think say that is true. And like at this moment, even up to this moment where they talk so, the hands of our girls remain the primary focus of the First Lady. Because that, like I say, one of the leading campaigns, not just in Salon, but not the sub-region as a whole. And the First Lady, day in and out, they support girls, school boys, families through the hands of our girls campaign. And recently, during this academic year, we see how the First Lady don't begin to move around this country for support yearly, which we call the sanitary pads, the distribution of sanitary pads. And in addition, for the first time this year, the First Lady not only give sanitary pads, but they give a pair of school shoes to every boy and girl. That's don't tell you say the hands of our girls don't add to what they do. Before this time, where they say the First Lady go to schools, now for go give sanitary pads to girls. Boys, we are saying we now. We not get to them called menstrual cycle, but we self need support. We want to go to school. We want to keep being in school like the girls. And one of the challenges that we boys that they get, especially them provincial areas, the lack of school shoes. So the First Lady this year gets for support boys and girls with a pair of school shoes each in all government and government assisted school. We still roll out. So the First Lady is concerned, and the First Lady know the lost focus in the hands of our girls for divert attention in political party. What the First Lady do so? Every well-meaning member of the SLPP want for Duam Kinduam on his own as a member of the SLPP. So like I say, all of what the First Lady do for SLPP is not it's not the Office of the First Lady doing it. She's doing that on herself as a member, a dignified member of the SLPP.
So, in as much as we know how to politicize the activities of the First Lady, but does those activities get any connection to the intention of the First Lady contesting for any political position?
Well, pass if you want to tell me the position with the first lady want contest.
No,
but as I speak, as I sit as a spokesman, I have not heard her say anything to me, say, Usu, I go contest for this position. If she wants to contest, if she has to contest, I have to be one of the first people that we discuss that day, because I serve as her spokesman, where they bring the voice of the first lady to the people to the first lady.
So today they go ask him.
No, we have not had. She has not. No, she has not had any intention to go for any position at the SLPP or not the country. But even if she has, even if she wants to, that is her right as a Sierra Leonean.
All right.
Nothing only disqualified.
Also, let's also come to politics. Glad that we my colleague Don Kawitan. Let's come to politics. Yes. That was going to be part of something we at the sea. We don't see there is acronym. IBEMA. So what does that mean?
IBEMA na emende word.
Is it IBEMA or IBEMA? IBEMA, what exactly mean?
IBEMA na emende word.
Okay.
We mean say it's not possible.
It's not possible. What is not possible?
Now APC say they win 2028.
Okay.
It's an IBEMA thing. It's not possible.
So that one the SLPP introduced for the 2028 election.
You know, the SLPP they introduced Boku team there. And one of the leading things that we don't introduce now the IBEMA.
Okay.
And the IBEMA is not a camp against the SLPP. Like I say, SLPP is not a divided political party. In fact, the most united political force or political institution alone are the SLPP. It is not. We're not like other political parties. We they perfect every time. So IBEMA na a philosophy na a mende word. We give strength to SLPP. We give strength to the supporters of the SLPP. To the one day we go and discourage. We go feel say election na governance na 10 years na the country. It is an IBEMA thing. So IBEMA, we na the first lady, they lead the campaign day, we they lead the particular movement day, na the SLPP. And mark you, we are talking about IBEMA, we'll say IBEMA, not to a division of the SLPP. Everybody is part of IBEMA. Everybody in the SLPP, because IBEMA they speak about the ideals, the ideologies of the SLPP. If you watch, if you read about the SLPP, it tells you the same thing IBEMA is telling you. So you just feel normal, like I say, if you know how to call SLPP, you go call IBEMA. If you know how to call IBEMA, you go call SLPP. This is one and the same. Yep. So everybody is part of it. Everybody is a member of the IBEMA.
All right.
We not get people late, we don't come all. You get people who are early settlers, we get one day when are late settlers, but IBEMA is SLPP, and it speaks for the ideals of SLPP. It speaks to the principles of SLPP, one country, one people. It speaks to the boldness and the uniqueness of the SLPP. If anybody says SLPP, the Common Power 2028, it's an IBEMA thing.
All right.
So that is like I say, the first lady is known for many great things. In quell this thing, IBEMA. During the 10 level we go for lower level elections, we see how some people be at disadvantage of the SLPP people. We see how people don't become disgruntled. But with the intervention of IBEMA, that disgruntled faction get hope. The people we don't feel disadvantaged because they feel say they have been disenfranchised, get hope. Because IBEMA speaks to hope. IBEMA